What's going on, everybody? I'm your host Sean with Paper Planes, and welcome back to episode number 7 of my Dark Souls Ultimate Walkthrough Guide. Okay, so here we are at the Undead Parish bonfire. We're going to run down here and go past our buddy Andre the Blacksmith. Hello! We've already killed this demon down here, so don't worry about that. He's not down here patrolling this area anymore. And actually, he's very easy to bypass if you don't want to kill him. If you don't think you're ready, you can actually just run right by him. He's pretty slow moving. But here we are. We're in a new area here. Let's see if it drops its name anytime soon. It should, I believe. But this is like the Darkroot garden area. Darkroot Basin coming up ahead of us too. And what is this dude? Dead. That's what he is. Alright, so these guys are, I just call them bush people. I don't know what the exact name is, but they have a high drop rate for those clumps. They drop purple clumps, and then they drop the red ones as well. So it's really good as far as farming for that. So you don't really ever need to buy that kind of stuff. You can just come here and farm it real quick. And they've got a pretty decent sized reach, so you can definitely get hit by them standing at somewhat of a distance, so you got to be mindful of that. We're going to come down here real quick. Going to get to the bonfire down here. It's a hidden bonfire. It's a little secret. Not very secret to most, but it still is a secret of the game. So we've got a guy hiding out right there. It's a trap, so just kind of wait that one out. Kill this guy first. And this guy will pop out. You have to wait a little bit before you can actually hurt him. If you try to swing at him right when he jumps up, you're not going to hit anything. He has to like finish loading. You can actually see this little shimmer behind this rock here. So we'll grab that. Nice, nice. Okay. And now you see off in the distance we've got some funky little shining light. Humanity. And basically this is a locked door. You see here it's locked by some contraption. And this is the door that is opened by the key that blacksmith... Man, I am so bad at remembering names when I'm talking in these episodes. The blacksmith that we just left, he sells the key. But yeah, whatever. So it costs 20,000 souls, and we're going to have to do some work to get those souls. So we'll be doing that very shortly. But here it says try attacking, and it's giving you the information that there's an illusory wall here. They really should have just said illusory wall, but whatever. So here is our secret bonfire. I'm going to light this bad boy up and go ahead and give it a rest here. Okay, sweet. So now we have two options. We can go down here and mess around, or we can go further down and get into that other area that we just passed. But since we're close to the bonfire here, I'm just going to go ahead and decide to use this route first. And this route is definitely a little bit tougher than the other option, but we've got some nice gear out here that we could look forward to getting. Now this is an ambush. There's 3 bush people in here. So when you grab the item, you want to run out. So definitely get your distance out here. See, and they're stronger than the other ones. Alright, now we can get back to this sword. Whoa, see that attack? Pretty good range there. Okay. So now that we took care of those 3 guys, we can move through this fog gate ahead. Alright, so don't get confused by these plants. They're not items. They just emit light. Don't walk up to the sleeping guardian right there, that sleeping giant. Leave him alone for a minute. We're going to get attacked when we walk into here. There's a bush guy back here. Remember to two-hand a sword if you're not using a shield. This guy's a bad guy. And we get this partisan. Partisan is a rare weapon. You're only going to get one of these per playthrough. So it's just a spear, really. I mean, there's no extra benefit to having the partisan versus spear, in my opinion. But it is unique items, so it's nice to have. Just going to walk around the edges here. We got another one of those camouflage enemies up on this tree. Take that. Ooh, an egg vermifuge drop. That's pretty rare. We like that. Egg vermifuge is, it's kind of hard to explain this item, but later on in certain areas, there are enemies that are like, almost like maggots. And when they attack you, they try to plant eggs in your head. And if that happens, egg vermifuge is the item that you can use to fix that problem. So, yeah, that probably doesn't happen to many of you, but if it does, that's the remedy to solve that. Alright, so let's kill this sleepy guy right here. And they're really slow at first, and since we're using this super heavy weapon, you can kill them pretty easily. They're not going to be much of a threat to you. And I'm picking these guys off in a specific order here because I don't want to get into the middle where there's a lot of enemies at one time. Alright. So start working our way into here. There's an item here that we want. It's an armor set, and it's a very popular armor set. It's the Elite Knight set. A lot of people like to wear this. It's the same armor set that the guy was wearing that we got the Estus flask from. See what I mean? You can't hit those guys right when they pop out. It's kind of lame, but that's just how it goes. Ah, shit. This guy casts a spell that slows you down. It's called the Tranquil Walk of Peace. So you gotta be careful about that. Oh, snap. He didn't do it there, but he will sometimes. Oh, and there's a nice drop. We got a stone greatsword. That's another really powerful weapon. But we're gonna stick to what we got here. We got some more of these enemies that are going to ambush us in a second. I want to get these bush people away. The problem is if you fight them all together in there, you're probably going to get hit by one. And if you get hit by one, then the others are going to get you too. That was nice. Because of the type of attack I was doing, I swept right under his swing. That was pretty sweet. Okay, so here we got one more bush guy. Damn it. That didn't work. Here's our armor set. Grab this item off of him. Now the blooming purple moss clump is the best purple moss to get because it actually cleanses yourself from toxic. And toxic is a horrible type of affliction to have. You never want to be toxic. It's basically it's a poison that acts a little bit faster, and it's much harder to wear off and cure. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you this armor set real quick that we got. Now, we don't have the ability to really run around in this because of how heavy it is. It's going to make us super slow right now. Oh yeah, super slow. And you'll see a lot of newer players run around in armor like this, and they think it's, you know, kind of normal. Like, oh, I guess this is just how it's supposed to be. No, you're really not in. You should not wear armor like this until you have higher equipment load abilities. So, and to do that, you just need to enhance your dexterity. Each time you level up your dexterity, you get a bump into your equipment load abilities. And also there are special items that can enhance that ability as well, like Havel's Ring. And we're going to get that soon enough, so don't worry about that. We'll wear this armor a little bit later, but in the meantime, we're going to go back to our normal gear here that I've been doing this whole time. And you see we're still underweight, so we're good there. Let's see. Now here is a NPC that you can help and summon yourself. If you are human form, before you come up this area, you're going to knock this bush down, and you'll see a signature on the ground. That is Witch Beatrice. If you summon her for this upcoming fight that we're about to do, she will also be available for you to assist in the fight of the Four Kings. So that's just something you need to know. Also, she's going to have an armor set that she drops in a specific area. So we're going to go back to the bonfire, become human, and kindle it, and then we're going to come over here and get Witch Beatrice to help out. So we'll go do that real quick. And it's okay, because once you... It's okay to be human in this area after you've cleared out all this stuff, because once you kill the Moonlight Butterfly, you're not in any danger of being invaded right here. So that's all good. Alright, so here we're going to need one more humanity. We've already got those equipped, I think. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and reverse hollowing. And now we're going to kindle the bonfire. Alright. And let's see here. That'll be good for now. Now we're going to run back into this area. I don't know if these guys to the right will come out. I know they're standing up now, but they might not see me. Oh, this one does. Yep, they see me. Oh, wow. Nice angle. Alright, so we get our items here. It's definitely worth killing those guys. The drops are just really good for what you can, how easily you can kill them. Alright, so we're gonna run around these dudes again. Fight as few of them as we need to. Kill this guy. Some easy souls right here. We can kill this one too. He's another easy kill. And sometimes they'll drop their armor, so it's definitely a benefit to kill them as well. I like to get behind them at first. Wow, that didn't work. Alright, so here he's casting the spell, so he's not even going to try to get a swing off there. Alright, so you're going to see here, now we've got our little signature, and we can see that it's to summon Witch Beatrice, so let's do that. A lot of people don't even know about the character Witch Beatrice. They don't know that she exists or where to find her. So this is probably new to some of you guys, even if you're somewhat seasoned players. So here we go. She's going to come along for the ride. She is a sorcerer, obviously. And we're about to do a boss fight. This is probably one of the easier boss fights in the game. You know, I'm gonna equip my shield though, because I need to protect myself from this ranged attack here. And Beatrice will do a lot of damage to this enemy. Beatrice can actually kill the enemy that's herself. You can see how much damage she's doing. This boss is actually really easy, even if you're just fighting it on your own. You're just going to dodge, dodge, dodge until it lands like this, and then you're just going to crush it. Whoops. Not kick it, but crush it. There we go. See how simple that is? That is super easy, and also, you know, you've got Witch Beatrice there helping you, so, I mean, it just makes it a joke of a boss. Get nice, simple, easy 10,000 souls. And then we continue up this way, and we've got some other nice stuff waiting on us. Oh yeah. You know, I just wish that I was playing this game for the first time all over again, because exploring new areas like this, I mean, I'm running up here now, but I'm pretty certain when I was playing, I was like, oh shit, what is around the corner for me? It's just so much excitement, because the weight of death in this game is so extraordinary, and just every movement you make is so critical in how you play. So we get this basement key, and the basement key is the key to unlock the door that Hovel is guarding, but because we have the master key, we don't actually need this item, so it's kind of wasted upon us. But let's continue to loot. And here we get the Divine Ember. Divine Ember is an upgrade material that allows us to not reinforce, but to, I can't think of the right word for it right now, but there's a specific word that Dark Souls uses. I think it's modify, and it allows us to modify with divine properties. Divine weapons will do more damage against like skeletons and such, and it'll also prevent them from respawning if you kill them with a divine weapon whenever a necromancer is around. So, and we get the Homeward Bone item. Can't ever have too many of those. Okay, cool. So obviously here this is a blacksmith, and he's seen better days. He's a dead dude just chilling out there. He's the same kind of guy as our other blacksmith, Andre. See, I remember his name this time. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, and let's see. I'm not going to use the Homeward Bone because I've got a few other guys that I want to kill. I just don't like to use them if I'm still fairly close to where I want to be. So I'm going to run back here. We can actually get the shield off now, so we can go back to the faster speeds. So Beatrice, she was very helpful. As you can see, she did almost all damage to the boss. I could have just sat there and let her kill him completely, which is perfectly fine because the boss is aggroing on me for some reason, even though I'm just the guy with a shield. So that was nice. You guys can definitely take advantage of that if you need to. Come back around this edge one more time. And now you're going to need to equip your lumberjack shirt. So make sure that you've got plaid on. Plaid. What the F? You see this tree is just coming up. It's like, hey buddy, I'm a secret. So we can kill this tree. You don't actually need to kill it, but you might as well. I mean, free souls, right? I don't think it ever attacks you. You can hit it and just stand there hugging it and nothing will happen to you. But it's just blocking this pathway here, and we got this little funky guy right here. So just run up and kill him. He's going to drop green blossoms. Green blossoms are pretty awesome as well. They actually increase the recovery rate of your stamina bar. So that's nice to have. And that little guy usually is camped out right about here. So it was kind of surprising to see him so early when I walked into that area there. Here is our second tree. I kill your family tree. Oh man, I should have got a hit there for sure. Alright, so now that we killed those dangerous trees, we're going to move through here real quick. There's a couple items that we're going to get. Stay to the left side. Got some froggies that are about to jump up. Let them come over here. I think it's kind of hard to get hit by these guys, actually. They're pretty bad enemies. We got another sleeping guy over here. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, shit. Stupid frogger. I targeted that damn frog. It's like a frog tadpole mix. I don't know what it is. Yeah, that would be such a bad way to wake up if you're one of those enemies. You're like, damn, I'm slow, shit. And you're just watching this guy with a huge ass sword double hand it and swing it right into your head. Not a good way to go. Not a good way at all. So, okay, we looted everything that we can right here. Now we're going to go up these little stairway over here. And there's another dude up top. Another easy peasy sleeping guy. These guys are so simple. Come on. There he is. What's going on, bro? The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Alright, so here is the wolf ring. You can see this item from over this area when you were at here before. Don't try to spend a lot of time getting it because you can't. You have to go the long way like I just did. Also, I advise against trying to make this jump. There's a possibility that you can do it. I've never tried because I just think it'd be stupid to die here, especially with all these souls. Because if you do die there, you got to run all the way around anyways, so it's like, why bother? But you can use your homeward bone, and so we're going to do that because we've gotten everything that we want to from this little area right now. Why don't we have that equipped? That is just wrong. Okay, so let's find it. Oh yeah, and there's a soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. Let me explain this a little bit because next time we go to the blacksmith, we might have an opportunity to upgrade a certain weapon and then make a boss type weapon. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but for now, just know that you do not want to use this soul. Just keep it in your inventory. All right. So, and we can use. Let's go over the wolf ring real quick. Okay, so the wolf ring boosts poise. Let's read about it. One of the special rings granted to the four knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorias, the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a great sword. And Artorias is a guy that we actually fight in the DLC. So if you own the PC version of this game, you already got the DLC. Don't worry about it. If you're on a console, make sure you buy the DLC because it's definitely a major upgrade to the game and it's super worth it. Okay, so here we go. We'll equip that because we don't have anything else really to wear. And boosting poise just means it's going to take more to stagger us than it usually will. So if we're standing here banging with other enemies, we can take more hits before it actually knocks us back and then we're exposed. So it's definitely a good item, especially if you're like a knight warrior type guy who's just in there banging around. But if you're a ranged fighter, it's not going to do you any good. You don't really want to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and use our homeward bone real quick. Take me home, baby. Sweet. Okay, let's get off of that. Now we can go over here. I'm going to go to this second area. Let's kill these guys first, of course. I'm coming for you. And this is actually where that wolf ring was, over there-ish on those ledges. So this is where you... Or actually, it's right there. Sorry about that. See the body? That's where the wolf ring was. God, why am I just swinging away? Sometimes I feel like my range is better than it really is, but I got these T-Rex arms. There's no ambush when you're coming from this direction, by the way, of course. Purple mouse. Got one more dude over here. He's gonna be down here, so let's kill him so he doesn't chase us all the way. Okay. I need to make sure that that swings down because upcoming we're going to have one of those crystal lizards. And if you don't swing down on it, you're going to miss it. So you need to make sure that your weapon is swinging down towards the ground. That shimmer off in the distance is the crystal lizard. So when you see it like that, it's a little bit different. You can see the soul item down below. It's got a different kind of lighting effect than that crystal lizard. It's a little bit blue. So definitely know what that is from even a distance like this. So I'm going to run up there and try to get a hack on that thing. One hit with this sword should kill it. Alright. So once you get close enough, the thing's going to start to squirm. And then you've only got a certain amount of time to really get it. Yeah, there we go. That's not as good of a drop as I was hoping for. Sometimes you'll get the Twinkling Titanite plus a certain kind of Titanite, like a chunk. A chunk is a good drop in that instance, but that didn't happen. Oh well. So, let's see. We're going to keep going this way. And then there's a new upgraded item over here. We're going to get a better bow. And some new armor, some leather armor, and then a longbow and feather arrows. So we'll start using that bow eventually, but we're not going to need it just yet. And to get off this thing, you're going to roll forward, heal up a little bit. Sweet. And now we got a Black Knight around the corner. So to do this wisely, I'm going to equip my shield and use Pyromancy to beat him. Because they just deal so much damage that it's not worth messing around. Just saw a bloodstain disappear. Oh, there it is. Hello, buddy. Were you fighting this guy? Get him to come up to more steady ground over here. I mean, look at that. That's just not even right. Super attacks. One day he'll put his shield down. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. This guy's just mean. Golly. He's just got perfect timing. Woo! Get back on the higher ground again. Get him to swing. Come on, swing. There we go. Now we can heal. Look at him. Run away. Ah, shit. Okay. Now we'll go back to our sword. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so we get a blue Titanite chunk, and that is predetermined. That's not just like a random thing. That's just what he's going to give you. So a blue Titanite chunk is obviously different than a standard Titanite chunk. It's got different properties, and you use blue Titanite for magic upgrades. And we'll go into more of that soon enough when we get to that type of situation. Alright, so here we go. We got the Grass Crest shield. This is a new shield and a shield that we're going to like to have equipped. So what this item does is it's going to improve our stamina recovery rate. So let's go ahead and check this out. It says, old medium metal shield of unknown origin. The grass crest is lightly imbued with magic which slightly speeds stamina recovery. And let's check its other stats here. Physical reduction is 95%, which is pretty good. So anytime you're getting hit with this shield out in front of you, you're only taking 5% of the intended physical damage. So that's definitely worth equipping over this item because of the stamina recovery. This just basically means you can run around a lot longer and you can do more powerful attacks more frequently. So this is something that you want to equip. Let's check out its other properties. So since we have this item already equipped, it's comparing it with the grass crest shield. So when you see something written in blue, that means it's an improvement upon what you currently have. If you see something written in red, that means it's a downgrade from what you're currently equipping. So we see here that everything is as it should be. The durability is a little bit less, but the weight is the same. And then stability wise, it's pretty even. I mean, it's not a big difference. Obviously the lightning defense is a little bit better, but not by much. You know, the magic defense is a lot better. It's more than double what it is on the Dragon Crest shield, but everything else is fairly similar. So with that magic property, you're going to get that ability to increase your stamina recovery, and you can see that by those 3 green arrows underneath my stamina bar. So if you just run around with that, you're going to see that you'll have a lot more recovery. Let's see, I'll show you. When I stop running, you're going to see how fast that stamina bar moves up. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, it's a lot faster than usual. So here we go. Let's light this bonfire real quick. And you know what? Since we're a human, let's go ahead and kindle this guy. Let's do it. Kindle this baby. Excellent. Oh yeah. We got another guy hitting a bonfire. See, he's wearing that elite knight set. Excuse me. Okay, so from this point on, I'm going to wrap up this episode, and next episode we're going to kill the Hydra. Hydra should be an easy kill for us, so we'll get to that next episode and wax that dude, and then we'll take on Hovel because Hovel's hanging out right around the corner from there. Alright everybody, thanks a lot for checking it out, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out my video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel and social media accounts to keep current with Paper Planes updates. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.